Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Beardstown for game number 2 of night number 2 from the Beardstown Tiger Classic, as we welcome the West Central Cougars back to the court as they'll take on the Hartsburg Emden Stags. West Central looked dominant in their season opening game against Rushville Industry in the second half. And, of course, Hartsburg Emden struggled mightily here against Menden Unity in their season opener, but a lot of promise out of this young Stag squad as they start to rebuild some things in Hartsburg Emden. You are watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show as we get ready for game number 2 here. Underway right now should be the first game down at Voschel Gymnasium. You can put one on your tablet, one on your TV, and keep abreast of both things here tonight at Central Illinois Sports. We'll step aside for a couple of minutes and come back. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Western Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Western Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Western Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwesterngrain.com. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this season. If you are looking to get team shirts or spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square feet of retail space, so pop in and see what we have to offer. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and banners. The Walker family has proudly owned and operated Press Yours On You for over 18 years. Being a small-town business, our goal is customer satisfaction. We would like to thank everyone who has supported us. As always, thank you for supporting local.
Welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the experts at Great Rivers Bank with locations in Barry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. And check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Well, for West Central, they were a 58-43 winner last night over Rushville Industry. Hartsburg Emden lost last night 76-40 against Menden Unity. Of course, West Central comes in here, the defending state champions of 1A basketball. They have not lost a contest since January 20th, where they lost to Principia at the Quincy Shootout. Principia, small school, but a very big power in the St. Louis metro area. But they are the defending champions of this tournament. They also won at Waverly and at their host tournament, the Winchester Invitational, back in January as well. And what a run it was last year for Zach Evans, Chance Little, and Mason Berry and the rest of this squad. We saw a lot of nice things out of this team, but the mainstay so far from this squad has been defense and rebounding, just like we saw in the first week of the season last year. And we'll see West Central continue to hang its hat on that as it works to get through things on the offensive side. But a lot of nice play last night from Cameron Sievers, Also a lot of nice things out of Carson Brown on the inside. Cougars got into a little bit of foul trouble last night, though, and they'll have to stay out of that as we get things going here in game number 2. On the opposite side for Hartsburg, Emden, just finding any little spark of promise will be good, and that came out of the hands of Gage Crumpler, a senior who was not on the roster last year but came in and knocked down a lot of shots from outside last night to help give Hartsburg Emden a little bit of spark here last night, as they were just a little bit overmatched against Menden Unity. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we come back, it'll be the Farm and Home starting lineups here from game number 2 at the Beardstown Tiger Classic.
Absolutely nobody wants to hear that on Christmas morning, but if you're shopping for kids of any age, your local Farm Home Supply can help because we have them on sale. Wide variety of toys, including some of the trendy ones like Care Bears. We're bringing them back for under 13 bucks. Then Pokemon and Pokemon cards, they never go away. We got these under 5 bucks. Then all Hasbro games, board games are 20% off. That's fun for all ages and families. And take your pick from these huge plush animals. They're under 15 bucks. And yes, your local Farm Home Supply does carry Squishmallows. These are under 12 bucks.
Starting lineup here for Hartsburg Emden will be number 11, the senior guard Gage Crumpler, number 20, the sophomore guard Clayton O'Donohue, along with number 21, Carson Zinser, the senior guard on this team. Number 22 is Kyler Williams, the freshman who had a nice basketball contest in his first varsity effort, and number 24, the junior guard Peyton Swinford. On the opposite side for the West Central Cougars, it'll be number 4, the 5'9 senior Cameron Sievers, along with number 10, the 5'11 junior Nick Hamilton. Number 11 is the 6' junior Riker Ford, and on the inside it's the 6'2 senior number 25 Carson Brown, and number 34, the 6'3 senior Caden Meyer. Ryan Seasting at the helm alongside with Bill Jacko and Brady Slagle. West Central dressed in the home whites tonight, black numbers and lettering along with silver trim along with black piping on the jerseys. For Hartsburg Emden, they'll be in the road blacks. Orange numbers and letters with white trim. They'll be moving right to left on your viewing device. West Central in the opposite direction here as we get set for our second contest. Brian Shoemaker along with Jared French keeping tabs on the numbers and stats tonight as we get ready to go in this one here. It'll be Nick Hamilton jumping up against Peyton Swinford to get things going here. Nice little crowd has filed in on both sides. As we say, West Central always travels well, and they'll win the opening tip. Cameron Sievers will start things off with the basketball as they work it down into the corner to Riker Ford. Moving with the left hand, cross-court pass. It goes over everybody's head. Carson Brown thought it was going to go back to somebody else, and maybe that was where the pass was supposed to go as it goes out of bounds, and we'll start the game off with a turnover. It'll be a man-to-man look here for West Central. Carson Zinser, the lone senior on this roster, and kind of one of the main 3 or 4 players from last season, is Swinford's 3 off the back of the iron. Zinser trying to go for it, chases it out of bounds, but it'll be just a half step too late. But Zinser, one of the remaining players from last year, they had a couple of nice players last season in Jace Whitted and Evan Cross, who graduated. And Zinser and Swinford kind of the last remaining pieces of this puzzle to help rebuild things here. Riker Ford, 3 ball up in the corner is good, and that's the first basket of the contest as Riker Ford knocks it down from the left corner. It's an early 3-0 lead here for West Central. For West Central, of course, you know all about the big 3 that graduated last year, but a lot of these guys were complementary players now shoved into the starting lineup. That's Sievers. Carson Brown remains from the starting lineup and really adds a lot of beef inside for this team. Sievers is on the run. Stops, pops from about 7 feet off the front of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, who's going to get it? And they say that'll go back to Hartsburg Emden as Sievers had his hands on it last. Caden Meyer moves up into the starting role this year. A lot of nice complimentary minutes from Caden Meyer last season. And he and Carson Brown should be a nice little inside presence for this team. There are still some other forwards that you'll see through the day, a lot of them with the last name of Howard. We'll try and keep them all right for you on the card. With the basketball now at the top of the key, that's Clayton O'Donohue. He'll throw the basketball away. Sievers with it. Runs into the lane. Not much coverage there. He'll go up with it. Can't finish on the basket. It's Carson Brown with the layup. He can't finish. Kick collects his own rebound. They get it down. Sievers, wide open 3 in the corner. In and out of the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by Peyton Swinford. Zinser on the run. Gets caught up behind from Riker Ford. Turnover for Hartsburg Emden. This is Nick Hamilton. Driving into the lane, goes up with a scoop shot with the left hand, no good. He'll get a travel call, and we'll go to the opposite direction as the teams trade some early turnovers here in the first 2 minutes. Now we see some full court pressure here from West Central, at least three-quarter court to start things off. As they try and trap Zinser, they do. It's Sievers on the floor with it, and we'll get a jump ball called here as everybody down on the floor. Hartsburg Emden will retain possession here as the possession arrow favors the guys in black. Talked to Ray Sherwood last night. Of course, the scoreboard not very favorable on the side of the Stags, but a lot of what he saw last night still very happy with, especially out of some of the younger players. Of course, numbers not very big in this school of about 70 kids. But they've got a lot of freshmen, a few sophomores, and of course this senior leadership is now Hamilton will take it to the hole and get fouled. But a lot of senior leadership on this squad that hopes to help guide these young guys into the varsity ranks. Foul will go against Zinser. It'll be his first, team first of the quarter here against Hartsburg Emden. And Hamilton will step to the line for the old-fashioned three-point try. Things once again get eerily quiet here sometimes on some free throws. He'll knock it down. It's 6-0 lead here for West Central. Hamilton with three, Ford with three in the early going. It's a steal for Carson Brown. Cougars on the run. They get it to Ford. Ford gets the deuce. Sievers gets the dime, and Ray Sherwood wants to talk it over, and we'll take it too. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. It's an 8-0 lead for West Central. We're right back here in 30 on Central Illinois Sports.
Before I started at DOT, it was like a real low point in my life. I just lost my house, and I just wanted something to get myself back on my feet. I met a driver named John, and he was like, man, come to DOT. They'll pay for your school. They'll pay for your CDLs. I applied, and ever since then, I've been very grateful. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to save money to buy me a home within the next couple of months. It's definitely been great. When my life needed direction, I took the wheel.
Game Masters Outdoors in Quincy is your ultimate destination for game cameras and hunting gear. Discover top-notch game cameras to elevate your outdoor experience. From firearms and ammunition to optics and outdoor equipment, we've got you covered. Enjoy free shipping on most orders. Browse our vast selection of high-quality gear and find everything you need for your next adventure. Visit GameMastersOutdoors.com today.
Called a full Adams Fiber timeout for the fastest internet speeds available. That's up to 1 gigabit. That means you'll never buffer while watching high school sports here on Central Illinois Sports. Call followthefiber.net on your web browser to learn more about Adams Fiber. Blaine Sidwell has checked in here for West Central as Zinser comes flying in, and he will get fouled by Zach Howard, the 6'2 senior, who was also checked in here during the timeout break. Howard will pick up the foul. It'll be the first against West Central, and it'll send Carson Zinser to the free throw line. Also checking in here for West Central during the timeout break, we told you Blaine Sidwell, number 30, the 6-foot sophomore. Not too hard to pick out of the crowd here with that kind of reddish, shaggy hair on top. Definitely a first-team pick for the all-hair tournament team here at Beardstown as the second free throw is up and no good. Zinser got the first, and it's 8-1. Hamilton dribbling around with it, gets it out to Carson Ford about 29 feet away from the basket. They'll whip it around now to Zach Howard. Still a little bit of a man-to-man look here from Hartsburg Emden. Nick Hamilton, three ball off the back of the iron, no good. It's a race for the rebound, and Blaine Sidwell will win. Riker Ford drives baseline, gets stopped. Nice little spin move, about 8 foot out, rolls around the rim and finds it in. 2 more points for Riker Ford. It's a 10-1 contest as Ford has 5 to pace the Cougars early. They'll get past the pressure. This is Swinford with it. Goes in, tries to get around Carson Brown. Brown will draw the foul, and Swinford will head to the free throw line. Carson Brown will get his first. Swinford will head to the line for 2 here with 4:36 left to go in the first quarter. We remind you about Logan Agri-Service, locations in Griggsville and Winchester in Illinois and Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris across the river in Missouri, Ed and his team have over 60 years in agricultural sales and service. 217-833-2375 for Logan Agri-Service. Swinford's second is up and good. Hartsburg Emden has 2 points on free throws right now. They trail by 8 about halfway through the first, as that one will be a little too high for Blaine Sidwell to reach. Maybe if he was a state champion high jumper. He might be, I don't know. I don't follow track and field a lot. Yeah. Down into the corner, this is Crumpler with it. He knocked down some threes last night. That one will fall short as Blaine Sidwell will get the rebound for West Central. This is Hamilton on the run. Goes in, drives into the lane through double coverage. It'll be a tough taken in, and they say that's no shot as it'll be a travel call and a turnover. Checking back in for West Central will be Sievers along with Caden Meyer. Nick Hamilton and Carson Brown will get a breather. Quickly working down the basketball. They kick it out. This is Crumpler again. A quick shot out of the hands of the senior. No good. That one as it falls a little short. Sievers on the run. Likes to move quickly. Gets it to Sidwell. A quick little layup for the sophomore. And Blaine Sidwell gets on the scoreboard. It's 12-2. And the basketball will go out of bounds back to West Central on the turnover. One of the things you've seen out of Ryan Seasting's squad dating back to last season, when his team gets a little bit of a lead, he will start to throw guys into the rotation. And you wonder where that pays dividends. It pays dividends like right now. As Ford will drive in, he'll get the easy little finger roll, and it's 14-2. There were several occasions last season where West Central could have really ran the score up on some teams. Instead, he constantly got guys in like Riker Ford, Sievers, and other, as now flying in is Zinser, and that layup's going to go out of bounds. And that has helped set these kids up a little bit to step into these varsity roles after that big graduation. It would be very easy for Zach Evans, Chance Little, and Mason Berry to graduate, and things just take a big drop off. But so far in about 5 periods of basketball, that has not been the case. Meyer with it, spins, kicks it back out. Sievers down in the corner. Blaine Sidwell. 3-ball up on the way is good. Long-range shot for Blaine Sidwell. It's 17-2. And Sidwell now quickly has 5 points. Ford coming in with it as this full court pressure of West Central really tough to deal with. Hamilton will come back into the ball game. Riker Ford will get a seat. The Stags finished with 6 wins last year. A rough start to the 2023-24 season as Zinser trying to zap through everybody here, and will get a foul against West Central. Foul will go against Nick Hamilton. Third of the quarter against the Cougars. And for Hamilton, it'll be his first. So it's been a little bit of a trial by fire in this tournament for Hartsburg Emden, but that's the way you've got to take it when you're trying to groom these young guys to be ready for varsity action as they get to be sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And that's what they're experiencing here a little bit in Beardstown. Hamilton gets free, goes up with it. He'll get fouled and head back to the free throw line, and we'll see that the foul will be reported against Clayton O'Donoghue, the sophomore guard for Hartsburg Emden. It'll be his first, team second of the quarter. As Nick Hamilton steps to the free throw line, we remind you about PCRE Real Estate and Auction. Experienced lineup of brokers. They sell it all. Tillable farmland, hunting and recreational properties, commercial buildings, residential homes, investment properties, and anything in between. You can see all of the current listings online at PCRErealestate.com. Carson Brown steps back into the ball game. Hamilton's second free throw up and good. He gets 1 out of 2 and makes it 18-2. Peyton Swinford, the junior, gets caught at the half line. He loses the basketball. Steal for Sievers. He'll go up, works that right side, goes up with the right hand and in. It's a quick 2 for Cameron Sievers on the steal and score, and it's 20-2. Swinford will inbound for Hartsburg Emden. 2:38 left to go here in the opening period as Crumpler has his hands on it. Tries to drive in, runner with the right hand up and good. Cage Crumpler with 2 more. And it's 20-4. Crumpler in double figures last night really favored that right corner of the court as Meyer will fire up a 3. It's no good. And Zinser will come down with it. He's on the run. He is fast and speedy. Nice little dish over. No good on the layup try as Williams couldn't convert and will get a foul after the shot. And the foul will go against Caden Meyer for West Central. For Meyer, that should be his first personal foul. Fourth of the quarter against the Cougars, and stepping to the line will be the freshman Kyler Williams, who got his first bucket last night. Ray Sherwood said on Twitter, probably the first of many, as the first one will go down and good, and it's 20-5. Checking in for West Central, the 5'9 junior, number 3, Carson Clevenger, along with Gabe Howard, the 6'4 sophomore, number 33, works his way into the post. As both of those guys saw significant minutes last night, and the second one down and good for Williams. 20-6 our score. This is Hamilton. He'll knock it down from long range again. 23-6 as Nick Hamilton steps behind. It's a quick steal. Here comes Sievers with it. He'll get quickly fouled by Zinser on a little bit of a frustration foul. Zinser will pick up his second. That is not something the Stags need to get here, so it'll be their third of the quarter. Sievers will step back to the free throw line. He's got 2 points on the evening, looking to make it more. First one up, and it rolls around the rim, no good. Bowlers Universe on the west side of Pittsfield. Come enjoy the fun at Bowlers Universe. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 10 p.m. Fridays, 11 to midnight, and Saturdays, 4 to midnight. Burgers, great drafts, fun, food, friends, and a whole lot more at Bowlers Universe, way on the west side of Pittsfield. Sievers will knock down the second. It's 24-6, and Ford will check back into the contest for the Cougars. It'll be more full court pressure here. A little bit of a three-quarter court 1-3-1 press, and they get double teamed there in the corners. They get Crumpler in no man's land. He'll quickly get it away from it to O'Donohue. Throws it away. Crumpler able to come up with it. This is Zinser, right side of the court, in and good. Carson Zinser with a three, 24-9. Zinser's got 4 now for the Stags. They'll work the basketball into Carson Brown. Tries to bully up in the post, goes up with the right hand, gets fouled as Swinford will get called for the whistle. Both teams with 4 team fouls here in the quarter, with the remaining 1:33 to go. Will be in bonus for the rest of the way as Carson Brown steps to the free throw line. First one will be up and down, and it's a 25-9 score. The remaining 2 teams in this pool, Rushville Industry and Menden Unity, will play each other in a pretty pivotal contest for this group coming up tomorrow. I believe that's the 5 o'clock contest. Nice long pass down to Crumpler. He'll go up against Carson Brown, draws the blocking foul, and Cage Crumpler will step to the free throw line for 2. As Carson Brown's going to collect his second foul of the contest. 5th of the quarter against West Central. Stags will be in the bonus for the remaining 1:27 as Cage Crumpler goes to the free throw line for Hartsburg Emden. First one up out of the right hand off of the front of the iron, and no good. For LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing, it's trucking for all of your needs, professional and fun. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing, 217-285-2808 as Crumpler gets the second. Stags are in double figures, and Crumpler's got 3. We will get our quarter corrected, We've had it on the 4th quarter the whole time. It's definitely not the 4th. We're just underway. They'll get it to Hamilton up near the volleyball line. Works it back over to Carson Clevenger. Brown thought about the 3. They'll work it back to Hamilton. Flashing into the lane. This is Gabe Howard. Nice move from Gabe Howard as he gets it in for 2. It's 28-10. Gabe Howard is 6'4 sophomore. A lot of build, though, but he moves rather well for a big guy. Moves rather well laterally also. They've got him in the middle of this press, taking up some room and getting those long arms out there. We'll get a foul heading the other way here, as it's going to be against Zinser, and that is going to be his 3rd of the contest. And that is a little bit of trouble here for Hartsburg Emden, as their point guard is going to have 3 fouls here in the opening period, and Nick Hamilton heads back to the free throw line. 7 points already on the night for Nick Hamilton. Is checking in here will be Devin Aper, freshman. He'll be stepping in for Zinser, who will get a little bit of breathing time here in the 2nd quarter. We'll get our first look at the host school of this tournament coming up at 8 o'clock as Hamilton knocks down the second. They'll be taking on the Griggsville Perry varsity, as Wade Muller will get his first shot as a head coach here at Beardstown. Ford in after the steal, misses it. Brown flies in for the rebound, goes up, and doesn't get it, but he'll get fouled and step back to the free throw line. Believe that might be on O'Donohue. And it will be. Clayton O'Donohue will pick up the foul for Hartsburg Emden. He's already got 2 now as Carson Brown steps back to the free throw line. Brown up with the first off the front of the iron and no good, as Blaine Sidwell will check back in for West Central. Real Net and Twine is located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them in person or call 217-285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. Second free throw is up and good. It's 30-10. Brown will take a seat, and Zach Howard will check back in here for West Central. Full court man-to-man pressure here from the Cougars now. Swinford, the inbound man, gets it into Crumpler, but it goes past his hands and out of bounds. And with 30 seconds left, West Central will get another crack at it. Hamilton, the trigger man. Man-to-man defense here from Hartsburg Emden. They'll get it into Clevenger in the corner. .20 seconds left. Howard will dribble around with the basketball at the Tiger Paw here, and we'll see if they can wind it down for one for the Cougars. Hamilton drives in, goes off a couple of feet. He picks it back up. 2 seconds, 1 second. Crumpler comes up with it, hurls it from about 80 feet out, gets partially blocked, and that's how we wrap up the first quarter. It's West Central 30, Hartsburg Emden 10. We're back with second quarter play-by-play your way here in 1 minute.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke, it's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
It's been all West Central in this one early. It's 30-10 Cougars as Jared French has a look at your first quarter shooting statistics.
For Hartsburg Emden, they were 2 for 3 inside the arc. 0 for 2. From beyond the arc and 3 for 10 from the free throw line.
All right, Cougars have the basketball to start the second here as Hamilton will knock another one down from long range. Nick Hamilton tickles the twine from 19-9, as Charlie would say. He's in double figures with 11 points, and the Cougars are up 33-10. It'll be another steal here and a turnover for Hartsburg Emden. Quick pass down into Sievers. Can't finish, though. It's going to go out of bounds, and the officials say it'll stay with the Cougars. Sievers will be the inbound man as Brown flashes through the lane. Nothing there as they'll get it out to Hamilton in the corner. He'll attempt to drive in, and the Cougars will reset the offense. Brown hits the deck real quick as now Sievers drives baseline. Goes up with the right hand, no good. Rebound comes down to Cage Crumpler. He wants to run for the Stags. Here he comes flying in, goes against Hamilton. Runner with the right hand, high off the glass. Not much left on the back of the glass there to touch, and it's 33-12. Shot no good for Ford. And O'Donohue will get the rebound. Crumpler with it again. He'll stop pop from long range, and it's good. Cage Crumpler, man, oh man. Let that young man get hot, and he can get hot. He's got 8 points now. And it's 33-15. Carson Brown tries the answer, no good. Nobody goes to grab the rebound. He gets it on his own. Ford picks it up, and he'll put it in for a quick 2. Everybody standing around. The ball hit the floor like a campfire. Lit it up, as they would say in volleyball. Speaking of volleyball, Hartsburg Emden pretty darn good at volleyball. 2 back-to-back state tournaments here in the past 2 years for the Stags volleyball team. On the run transition bucket as Sievers will get the easy 2, and it's 37-15. And Ray Sherwood will take the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it too. We're right back with you in 30 seconds on Central Illinois Sports. The Stags take the timeout for top-notch computer sales and service that won't let you down. Call the guys at Adams Fiber. 217-214-3423, your go-to when your computer goes down. Adams Network and Adams Fiber. Stags are down to 3 timeouts here for the contest as we're down to 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Crumpler with the basketball. Tries to drive around. He'll pop up a shot if he can, and there he goes. Leaning fade away from the right elbow is no good. Brown will come down with the rebound. That's Meyer. He's on the run. They'll kick it back out. Sievers. Ball fake. Drives in through 2 defenders. He'll get fouled on the floor before he gets the shot up. And that's going to go against who that issued that to. Looks like it's going to go against O'Donohue. That'll be his third. His third, first of the quarter against the Stags. Checking in will be number 35, David Fletcher, a sophomore. And they find Ford as everybody was sleeping on the right side. A little bit of distraction, and Ford comes in for the easy layup. 39-15 our score here. No good on the rebound as Brown gets it on the fly. It's Nick Hamilton, tosses it quickly back to Caden Meyer. Kick out to Ford from the right wing, in and out of the rim, no good, and Meyer will get the foul as he reached a little too high up on the rebound. Just 3 losses on the season for West Central last year. One, of course, we told you about was at the Quincy shootout to Principia. The other 2 back-to-back losses to the Pittsfield Sockies when the Cougars were without a couple of players, and they lost to Pleasant Plains right after that. So 2 quick losses after sweeping this tournament. They won 8 of their first 10 games last year. Cameron Sievers will take it across the time stripe for West Central as they work it down into Nick Hamilton. This is Brown now near the top of the key. Flashing through was Ford, nothing there. Now it's Hamilton coming off the pick on the low side. Sievers back with the basketball. He likes to drive in, goes with that little scoop shot up around, fouls off the front of the rim, no good. He'll get his own rebound. Goes up with it again, and that one will fall. A little off balance, but no worries for Cameron Sievers. It's 41-15 for Sievers now. He has 7. 2 players already in double figures here for West Central, as Ford has 13 and Hamilton has 11. Shot is no good for the Stags as Swinford tried one up. This is Meyer. Drives in baseline. He's going to get fouled on the floor here by the freshman, Kyler Williams. Second team foul of the quarter. First for Williams, and Blaine Sidwell will check back in for West Central as Sievers will get a breather. Sievers was... We don't normally have a 6th man of the year award around here, but if there was, Cameron Sievers probably would have had it last year. A 6th man that basically played like a starter on this roster and now goes into the starting role this year. Meyer spin around shot no good. Crumpler will come down with it. Odds are he's going to fire it up, and there it is. Off the glass and good for Cage Crumpler. 41-17 as Crumpler is in double figures with 10 of the Stags' 17 points. Brown will drive in. Goes up with the right-hand runner and good. Carson Brown knocks it down for 2 more. It's 43-17. 3:43 left to go here on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Up high, no good. That's Swinford with it. Gets his own board off the opposite side of the glass. Meyer will grab it this time, and Cougars are back on the run. Quickly down to Nick Hamilton. Back out Blaine Sidwell on the left wing. Runner by Nick Hamilton up, rolls around the rim. He'll grab his own rebound. Three ball on the way for Hamilton. That one just a little high. It'll bounce up over the railing and will be out of bounds. Clevenger will check back in along with Zach Howard here for West Central. Nick Hamilton will get a seat along with Caden Meyer. On the opposite side, we'll see Zinser come back in after picking up those 3 early fouls. They'll get David Fletcher back to the bench for Hartsburg Emden. Crumpler with it. Fade away from the baseline, falls a little bit short. Carson Brown will get the rebound. Cougars on the run here. Clevenger with the basketball. Surveys the scene, gets it down to Blaine Sidwell in the corner. They try and find the man in the post. They do. That's Zach Howard. Shot no good. Bounces around. Swinford with it. Quickly gets it out. This is Zinser on the run. Goes up high off the glass and good. Peyton Swinford with the dime. Zinser with the deuce. And it's 43-19 on the transition bucket for the Stags. They'll get it into Carson Brown. He'll get fouled there as he caught Aper on a bad spot. Carson Brown will get the bucket and the opportunity for the and one here as it's 45-19. Aper will get the foul. It'll be his first, team third of the quarter. Shot up from Brown is good. Gabe Howard will check back in for West Central. Carson Brown has 8 points on the night. Clevenger with the steal. He's on the run. Clevenger all the way by himself, up high off the rim and no good. Williams will grab the rebound. He'll get fouled from behind by Zach Howard. Second team foul of the quarter here against West Central. For Howard, he's got 2 personal fouls. .154 left here in the first half. Zinser, long 3 ball, just falls a little bit short and goes out of bounds there. Clevenger with it off the pick from Gabe Howard. Works it to the right side. Now they get it down into Gabe. A nice little pass there from Zach Howard to Gabe Howard. Gabe gets the deuce, and it's 48-19 here with 1:24 left to go. Kyler Williams, 3 ball on the way is good. The freshman knocks one down from long range, 48-22. A lot of talent here in Kyler Williams, the young freshman for Hartsburg Emden. Blaine Sidwell will spot up for the answer. Rolls off the rim and good. Gabe Howard had a hand on it, got tipped away. Clevenger chases it down. Second chance opportunity here for West Central. They'll tip it up and around, stolen by Zinser. He hits the deck on it, trying to find an outlet man. Swinford diving down for it along with Clevenger. Swinford gets it. Spin move, gets partially blocked there by Zach Howard, and the Cougars are back with it. 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Clevenger rolls in. Leaner with the left hand is good. Carson Clevenger with a bucket, and it's 50-22. Williams with it, looking for a shot opportunity here with 17 seconds left to go in the half. Swinford trying to find Crumpler, nobody around. He got left alone, and instead he'll take a 3 that won't be close. And checking in for the first time here in the ball game, it's the 6'4" junior, number 24, Charlie Smith for West Central, as Riker Ford will get a seat. Clevenger gives as much time as he can for it to roll down. On the right side, Smith from the right wing is up and good. Charlie Smith knocks it down. 53-22 is how we'll end our first half. We've reached the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show as Charlie Smith knocks down a triple to take us to the halftime break. We've got stats, analysis, and more coming up your way here in 3 minutes on Central Illinois Sports.
Your friends at Little Jess Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. What do you think of when you think of Black Friday? Well, the biggest deals of the year, of course, and it's no different here at Little Jess. We've saved the best deals of the year for our Black Friday sales event. Right now, we're offering an unheard of 13% off our 24 Jeep Gladiator Nighthawk and get it for just $39,800. Save $5,500 on a new 24 Jeep Compass Latitude Lux and get it for just $28,500, and save up to $12,000 on a new 25 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn. Hurry in, because deals like these only happen once a year and only at Little Jess. Serving Tri-States for 7 decades.
Hey, Abe. Hey, George. You know what? We love beer!
This election year, be sure to make the correct decision and vote jerseys. Over the last 4 years, we have helped put more money back in your pocket with our daily drink specials and incredible food deals. We have also made steaks great again with our partnership with GJY Beef Company. So when you are making your next dinner decision, make it Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, Illinois.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Absolutely nobody wants to hear that on Christmas morning, but if you're shopping for kids of any age, your local Farm Spike can help because we have them on sale. Wide variety of toys, including some of the trendy ones like Care Bears. We're bringing them back for under $13. Then Pokemon and Pokemon cards, they never go away. We got these under $5. Then all Hasbro games, board games are 20% off. That's fun for all ages and families. And take your pick from these huge plush animals. They're under $15. And yes, your local Farm Supply does carry Squishmallows. These are under $12.
Hi, my name's Sierra Burns here with Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, your low overhead dealership. We have new and used Lincoln Corsairs, Nautiluses, and even the Navigator. Come on out and see our new Lincolns for your next luxury vehicle.
Life comes at you pretty fast. When you need a helping hand along the way, the staff at Petefish Skiles & Company Bank are there to assist you with your financial needs. Petefish Skiles & Company is your key to staying one step ahead of the game with mobile and online banking, giving you the power to manage your accounts, schedule payments, and even deposit checks from your smartphone. It's your time. Make the most of it with Petefish Skiles & Company Bank, located in Virginia, Petersburg, Havana, Jacksonville, Beardstown, Winchester, and Murrayville.
Welcome you back here on the Little Jess halftime show, where West Central enjoys a 53-22 lead over Hartsburg Emden at the halftime break. Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, Illinois. Family owned and operated, their staff will make the car buying process simple, ensuring each customer's needs are satisfied. You can learn more online anytime at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them in person, 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Jared French has been keeping tab of all the scoring and shooting here in the first half. He's got numbers after 2 quarters of play.
First for the Cougars, they were 9 for 18 from inside the arc, 3 for 8 outside the arc for 37, 7 for 13 from the free throw line for 53. Stags finished the first half 6 of 9 from the 2-point land for 66, 1 for 5 from outside the arc for 20, and 4 for 12 from the free throw line.
We remind you that the Hull boys are live from Voschel Gymnasium at Pittsfield as we continue coverage of the Socky Turkey Tournament in Pittsfield all week long. You can put one game on your tablet, one on your TV, and watch both at the same time. That's the best way to enjoy high school basketball here in Western Illinois, as we've got complete coverage of the Socky Turkey Tournament and the Beardstown Tiger Classic all week long here on Central Illinois Sports. West Central up big in this one. We'll take a couple of minutes to tell you about some of the wonderful sponsors here at West Central Illinois Sports and come back and get you ready for the second half of this one and the rest of our week here at Beardstown. It's the Beardstown Tiger Classic live on Central Illinois Sports.
Fostered Farm Equipment has served our community since 1986, carrying the quality brands you know and trust. Now in our second generation, we are proud to continue our family's legacy of quality customer service from showroom to field. We offer new, used, and consignment sales, so whether you're working 1 acre or 1,000, we have something for every operation. Our customers work hard. That's why we work hard to keep America's farmer in the field and not in the shop. We look forward to serving our community and customers for decades to come.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome you back here on the Little Jess Halftime Show. LittleJessMotors.com. You can get your next vehicle there tonight if you want to. And if you want to wait, go see the guys in person. Make the drive to Quincy at 3431 Main Street off the drag in the Gem City. More games coming up for you tonight. It'll be the host school, Beardstown, opening up their season against the Griggsville Perry JV on Wednesday, and that's tomorrow. Rushville Industry will take on Menden Unity at 5 o'clock in a pivotal game in the Orange Pool. Brown County will take on the Griggsville Perry JV at 6:30, and Augusta Southeastern will return to take on Beardstown coming up at 8 o'clock. On Friday, we'll wrap up pool plays. The Cougars return. They'll take on the Mustangs at 5. Hartsburg Emden takes on Rushville at 6:30. And the nightcap of the night, that should be a dandy based off of what we saw at 5 o'clock tonight. Beardstown will take on Brown County. And, of course, Championship Saturday begins with brunch here at Beardstown at 11 a.m. We'll have that 7th place game for you. 5th place game scheduled to begin at 5:30. 3rd place at 2 o'clock, and the championship game will begin at 3:30 in the afternoon here from the Tigers' Den. Games will wrap up this week at Pittsfield on Friday, as it's a 6-team tournament right now. Camp Point was just 1 win away from making that another 5-team pool here, as they had to withdraw last year after making the state championship game. Of course, the Panthers football team back in the state semifinals, where they ran into a extremely tough opponent in De'Air Hill, the Oregon running back commit, and the Belleville Althoff team, who is now playing in the state championship coming up in a couple of days in Normal. Cougars here, the defending state champions, up big in this one. We've got 2 minutes to go left in the halftime break. We'll take 2 minutes aside and tell you about some more wonderful sponsors here at Central Illinois Sports. Grab your favorite drink and a hot meal and get settled in as we get into the evening hours here with you on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
We get you back to live action here from Beardstown. West Central taking on Hartsburg Emden as we start the third quarter of play. The Stags will get the basketball to kick off the third frame here. Starting five for both sides here. It'll be Zinser, O'Donohue, Williams, Crumpler, and Swinford, who will fire up the first three of the half. It'll miss the mark as the Cougars are on the run. It's Severs, Brown, Meyer, Nick Hamilton, and Riker Ford on the floor for the home team dressed in white. West Central moving right to left on your viewing device in the home whites. Hartsburg Emden the opposite direction in the road blacks here. As West Central will get a quick two here. And that makes it 55-22. Zinser fires up a three. No good. Carson Brown with the rebound. Back on the run are the Cougars. Ford gets it all the way up to Caden Meyer. He'll coast in easy for another deuce. It's 57-22. And for Caden Meyer, he picks up 4 quick points here to begin the third quarter. O'Donohue now to Crumpler. Crumpler tries to drive in, kicks it back out. Swinford from the right corner. That one will miss the mark just to the right side. Brown will go in. Long running rebound to Meyer. Nice little dump off to Ford, and another transition bucket here for West Central. As Hartsburg Emden struggling to keep up just a little bit here with the speed and transition from the Cougars. Zinser will drive in high up off the glass. Carson Zinser, the senior, knocks down another bucket. 59-24. For Zinser, he's got 8 to complement Cage Crumpler's 10. Carson Brown misses, gets his own layup. He'll get bumped and fall, and we'll have a foul on the floor against the Stags. Foul will go against Peyton Swinford. It's going to be his first, team first of the quarter here against Hartsburg Emden. They'll get it out. Severs, ball fake, drives in, tried to dump it off into Meyer. It gets tipped away. Here come the Stags on the run. This is Zinser. Swings it over to Crumpler. Here, long three off the back of the glass. No good. Might have tipped the tape up there. Instead, Hartsburg Emden will stay with it. O'Donohue with a missed shot. Zinser with a little flat-footed shot. Makes the play, no fall. 59-26. Zinser now in double figures to join Crumpler with 10. Caden Meyer, top of the key, three off the back of the rim, no good. Brown able to get the rebound, goes up with it. He'll fly it in, and he'll get the opportunity for the three-point play. Carson Brown gets the bucket. Foul will go against Swinford. It'll be his second, team second. And Caden Meyer makes double figures. He's got 10 points now. Gabe Howard will check back in for Caden Meyer. As Brown will step to the free throw line here for one more opportunity. Shot up and good. 62-26 our scores. We tell you about the Moose Lodge 420. Check out the Friday meals at the Moose Lodge in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food is hot. The drinks are cold. The Moose Lodge 420. Tell them my mom, the Big R, sent you. Crumpler flies in, goes into triple coverage, has a little trouble handling the ball, loses it. O'Donohue throws it into the feet of Caden Meyer, who's able to hold on to it. A little transition bucket as Ford finds Severs, and now it's 64-26. Zinser flies into Gabe Howard, and it'll be a little bit of a travel there as unstoppable force met the unmovable object there as Gabe Howard just kind of stood his ground, and it'll be a travel on Zinser as the two have a little chuckle about it. Normally, Jared, that's a play that Carson Zinser might have drew a foul on, but Gabe Howard didn't move, and there just wasn't much else to do about it. Nick Hamilton down on the right side. He's had a nice ball game. Drives in. Gabe Howard now at the top of the key. Bounce pass into Zach Howard in the post. He'll fly up with it. Shot no good. He'll chase down his own rebound, but he'll step out of bounds in the process and turn the basketball back over to Hartsburg Emden. Zinser with it, guarded by Clevenger. Kicks it back over. This is the freshman Kyler Williams. His shot falls short. O'Donohue comes in flying to try and save it. Instead, it'll go out of bounds back to the Cougars. West Central, as we told you, will wrap up pool play coming up against Menden Unity as they get the basketball into Gabe Howard for a quick two. And what's become a nice little rivalry between West Central and Menden Unity across kind of all sports, to be truthful. West Central got the best of the Mustangs in the regional baseball championship this past spring at Liberty. Cougars ran away in the fourth quarter of the football contest back in the fall. The one prior to that was very close up at Menden. And, of course, these two teams played last year in pool play as Hamilton gets stripped away from Cage Crumpler in a contest that Menden Unity jumped out to a 21-10 lead in and actually only ended up losing by 10 points. One of the closer basketball games that West Central had through the year, as Peyton Swinford will get the offensive rebound and the putback here at 66-28 with 3:30 left to go in the third. Zach Howard goes up with it. He'll get hit hard and head to the free throw line. Swinford will collect the foul. It's going to be his third of the quarter against Hartsburg Emden. We remind you about our friends at Great Rivers Bank, locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, helping you with your lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. A couple of substitutions come in here for West Central's. The first free throw is up and good, and the second one also falls for Zach Howard. Checking into the contest here, number 12, a junior guard, Luke Coons, along with number 2, that is a sophomore guard, Landon Wall. So Wall, Coons, Clevenger, Sidwell, and Gabe Howard on the floor for West Central. Devin Aper checks back in here for Hartsburg Emden as the basketball in the hands of Peyton Swinford. Aper will fire one up from long range, no good. Wall with the basketball on the left side, has to get rid of it, gets it to Clevenger. They work it around the perimeter to Blaine Sidwell. Driving in, nice move with the left hand, goes up, tough take, doesn't fall, but coming in to try and save it would be Luke Coons. Wall with it. Nice ball fake. Steps inside the arc. Knocks it down. That's a nice shot from about 18 feet for the sophomore Landon Wall. Cougars have put 70 on the board here. We've still got 10 minutes of basketball left. Carson Zinser with it. Cross-court pass over to Crumpler. O'Donohue at the high block, comes up to try and set the pick. Crumpler gets open, doesn't have enough room to get the shot off. This is Zinser running to the elbow. Steps back, 18-footer right inside the arc, no good. Everybody flies up for the rebound. It goes out of bounds and stays in the hands of the Stags. Charlie Smith will check back in for West Central. Swinford with it. No shot there as he was closely guarded by Charlie Smith. Zinser wanted to look at it as they try to get into Aper. The freshman picks it up about 10 feet away from basket, kicks it back out. Zinser will fire one up off the side of the rim, no good. Gabe Howard with the rebound. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Wall with a nice bounce pass. Gets it down into Luke Coons. Shot no good. Rebound fought for. It's going to fly out of bounds as Charlie Smith couldn't keep the handle on it. And it'll go back to the Stags. It'll be a backcourt violation there as Swinford had it. It went off the foot of Clevenger. Clevenger never made a move, though, so technically not a kicked basketball. Swinford picked it up, stepped on the half-court line. It'll be a backcourt violation and back to the Cougars. Three ball on the way from Landon Wall. In and out, no good. Swinford will grab the rebound. Here come the Stags. This is Crumpler on the run. Full speed. Up with the left hand. No good. He'll get fouled by Clevenger and head to the free throw line. Clevenger will pick up the foul. It'll be his first. Just the first of the quarter here, though, against West Central with 1:34 left to go in the third as Cage Crumpler will head to the free throw line. 10 points on the night. Double figures last night here for the senior. First one is up and good. Give him 11. Kyler Williams will check back in. O'Donohue will get a breather for Hartsburg. Emden. Crumpler, as Ray Sherwood told us, was not on this squad last year. Comes out this season and is really a nice offensive spark plug for this team. He'll knock down the second as we've got 90 seconds left to go in the third. Runner for Clevenger, no good. Everybody goes up high for the rebound. He'll somehow wrestle it out of everybody's hands. No good, but the tip in will come by the hands of Charlie Smith. Driving in with it, the freshman goes up against double coverage. He'll get fouled and head to the free throw line, as I think they're going to whistle that one against Charlie Smith. The young freshman, Kyler Williams, heads back to the free throw line. First one up, rolls around the rim, and no good. Tim Waters at Waters Concrete, offering quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete is ready to serve you. 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete, as the second one is good for Williams. And we've just got a minute and change left here in the third. Charlie Smith drives in. Nice baseline take. Can't finish, though. He'll get another chance at it. Kicks it back out. This is Clevenger. Three ball. Rolls around. Falls down from long range. Carson Clevenger picks up 3 points. He's got 5 for the ball game. Zinser driving in as Clevenger's going to get whistled on the bump there. It'll be Clevenger's second. Team third of the quarter. Luke Coons almost able to get that one tipped away. He does. Guys flying into the scores table. That's Swinford getting up off the deck. Ray Sherwood never stops coaching this team. As his team trying to fight down, trying to claw a little bit into this deficit. They'll throw it away there as Coons comes up with a steal. They push it down. This is Charlie Smith. Gets it back into Coons. Caught her on under the baseline. Nowhere to go. It's a light for the loose ball, and we'll get a jump. Well, we're going to get a foul, excuse me. As they're going to say the Stags were reaching in, and that is going to go against Devin Aper. That'll be his second personal, fourth of the quarter here against Hartsburg Emden. Firing one up, it's Landon Wall. The sophomore misses there, but coming down with the rebound is Charlie Smith. Three ball on the way out of Clevenger, no good. Gabe Howard, rebound, falls for it. And he picks up the offensive board and the bucket for Gabe Howard. Stags with the last shot here instead will get tied up and the clock will expire. It's West Central 77, Hartsburg Emden 31. We're back with fourth quarter play-by-play your way here in 60 seconds.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Cougars up big here to start the fourth quarter of play. Jared French has your shooting statistics after 3 quarters.
In that third quarter, West Central was 5 for 11 inside the arc and 0 for 3 outside the arc. The Stags were 2 for 4 inside the arc, 1 for 8 outside, and 4 for 5 from the free throw line.
And we'll add 2 more points to it as Luke Coons able to get on the board here on a quick little inbounds bucket. And that'll make it 79-31. Running clock here in the fourth period. Clock will only stop in the instance of a timeout or a player earning 5 fouls or any other stoppage the officials deem worthy. They'll get it down into Landon Wall. His shot up and good for the young sophomore. Give him 2 points on the night. Excuse me, he's got 4 now. Williams drives in. This is Zinser with the basketball. Ball fake, drives in, gets past everybody with a reverse layup. Can't fall, though, and Coons will come down with the board. Basketball will go out of bounds and remain the way of West Central. West Central returns Friday. They'll take on the Unity Mustangs at 5 o'clock. Hartsburg Emden comes back also on Friday. They'll take on the Rushville Industry Rockets at 6:30. As West Central will look to wrap up pool play 3-0. They'll try and get a win over the Mustangs. Menden Unity still has a couple of games left in this tournament. They'll be back tomorrow night as that shot falls short and rolls out of bounds. O'Donohue will check back in for Hartsburg Emden. Let's see who sits down. It'll be Kyler Williams. We'll wrap things up after this one's done on the Logan Agri-Service post-game show. We'll name our financial services Derek Harris player of the game from Edward Jones, and we'll get you ready for our third contest of the evening as the host school will step up for the first time this season against the Griggsville Perry Junior Varsity. Foul called on the last shot there for Charlie Smith. It'll be his second personal, team first of the quarter. And at the line is Crumpler, and his first free throw is no good. Second one up good for Crumpler. Wall with it. 3 ball up on the way is good. Landon Wall knocks another long one down. The sophomore now with 7 points. Zinser with it. Cross-court pass to Swinford. Ball fake, steps inside the arc. Nothing there. They'll get it back to O'Donohue at the volleyball line. Crumpler with one all the way down from the Illinois River. Falls a little bit short, though, and will go out of bounds. Wall with the basketball. He's done some nice things here in the second half of this contest. They'll work it down now as Cooper Edinger, the freshman, checks in wearing number 23 for the Cougars. Shot up on the way. That's Ben Bangert. The freshman knocks one down. They'll work it down. This is the freshman Aber. Gets triple team, goes up with it. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. It'll be a foul against Charlie Smith for West Central. That'll be his third, team second of the quarter. Aber back to the free throw line, looking for his first points of the contest here this evening as the clock continues to count down at 3:46, 45, and so forth. First one up and no good. From snacks, hoodies, power tools, and lawn chairs, no other place has it all like your local farm and home supply. Stop by and get stocked up as Mother Nature and winter will be entering the scene here very, very quickly. It has been a cold couple of days here in Western Illinois as Aber knocks the second one down and gets on the free throw board, or gets on the board here, excuse me. Zinser with a steal, goes up with it, can't finish. Fight for the loose ball there as Ben Bangert was in on it as well, and the officials say we'll head the other way. Zinser will pick up the foul. It's going to be his fourth. Line change here for Hartsburg Emden. It'll be Kyler Williams along with the freshman guard, number 5, Andrew Zimmerman. David Fletcher checks back in, number 35. Two new players into the ball game. Freshman guard, number 15, is Camden Pointer. And rounding out the line change, the freshman forward, number 54, Braden Lane for Hartsburg Emden. Edinger with the basketball. Hesitates at the elbow, drives in, takes it all the way in for the quick layup for Cooper Edinger, the freshman. Coming up off the pick from David Fletcher, this is Andrew Zimmerman. Tosses it down into the corner, picks it up, and Pointer's got the basketball. It'll get stolen away. This is Edinger with it on the run. Goes up with the left hand, gets fouled hard by Kyler Williams. And we'll head back to the free throw line for two more. A lot of young kids on this Hartsburg-Emden squad that does not have a very deep roster to begin with in terms of numbers or senior experience. Ray Sherwood told us after the ball game, he said, when my freshmen get in against other freshmen, I like the matchups. He said, we're just a little bit outmatched when it comes to senior experience on the other teams we play against. First one is up and no good for Edinger. 1:18 left to go here as we are still in the running clock scenario. Second one up and good, no good. Charlie Smith gets the rebound. Shot up. No, it's not instead. Faked us all out there as we thought Landon Wall would take one up. Swift with it now as West Central continues to just work it around the perimeter here. Unless something just gets insanely open, probably will not see the Cougars take another shot. This is Bangert with the basketball. Once again, we'll see West Central return on Friday night. 5 o'clock, they'll take on the Unity Mustangs in what might be a nice little matchup. Hartsburg Emden still with Rushville Industry to go here in pool play as we're down to the final 10 seconds to go. And we'll reach a wrap up here of this one. It'll be West Central 89, Hartsburg Emden 33 as we make our way to the Logan Agri-Service postgame show. West Central improves to 2-0. Hartsburg Emden falls to 0-2 in pool play. We'll wrap this one up for you here in just a few moments. You're watching the Beardstown Tiger Classic on Central Illinois Sports.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Gobble gobble! I'm Casey French with Cascom. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and your house is going to be full of family, including in-laws and kids. You might just become the turkey if your Wi-Fi, or whatever the hip lingo the kids are calling it, isn't up to par. Call Cascom today and sign up for our gig services for only $99.95 a month for 6 months. Already a customer? Upgrade for only $109.95 a month. Dads who want the game as a side dish, you're welcome. Call today, 1-800-252-1799. And we thank you for trusting us with internet, cable, and phone all year long. Thank you from Cascom.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
Hey, Abe. Hey, George. You know what? We love beer!
This election year, be sure to make the correct decision and vote jerseys. Over the last 4 years, we have helped put more money back in your pocket with our daily drink specials and incredible food deals. We have also made steaks great again with our partnership with GJY Beef Company. So when you are making your next dinner decision, make it Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, Illinois.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
West Central with an 89-33 win as we reach the Logan Agri-Service postgame show with locations in Griggsville and Winchester, Illinois, and Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris across the river in Missouri. Give Ed and his team a call, 217-833-2375. Jared French has your final numbers and shooting statistics from this one here as the Cougars go to 2-0.
First for West Central. They finish the game 16 of 30 inside the arc for 53. 4 for 12 outside the arc for 33. 7 for 17 from the free throw line for 41. They were led in scoring by Ford with 13. Hamilton with 11, Severs with 9, Sidwell, Wall, and Carson Brown had 7, Caden Meyer had 6, Clevenger Smith had 5, Banger had 3, Edinger had 2, and Coons had 2. For the Stags, they finished the game 8 of 13 from inside the arc for 61, 2 13 outside the arc for 15, and 10 for 21 from the free throw line for 47. They were led in scoring by Crumpler with 14, Zinzer with 10, Williams with 6, and Swinford with 3.
Time to name our player of the game, brought to you by Derek Harris here at Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragements that our young athletes receive from coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this, and that's why he proudly sponsors the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. Well, Carson Brown, another nice night on the inside, really able to kind of solidify that defensive effort. But really a nice effort tonight also by Caden Meyer. We'll name those two guys our co-players of the game here tonight. Brought to you by Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Carson Brown, and Caden Meyer with player of the game honors. We will shut down this stream. We'll be back on in just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in as the host school, Beardstown Tigers, under new head coach Wade Muller, checks in against the Griggsville Perry Junior Varsity. We will step aside and start up our new stream in just a moment. You have watched another Central Illinois Sports presentation.